Hey guys, Papa Sammy here with another Q Clash stereotype video. Today we're going to be doing Cyborg, and I would also like to thank you all for the support in the last video, and also a big shout out and thanks to Abyssalcast, who did give me ideas for Cyborg and for Decker. And otherwise, with that done, let's get into the video, guys. Also, disclaimer: these are stereotypes. Just because I say something you do is stupid doesn't mean you are stupid. It just means everyone thinks you're stupid for doing it. Getting into the video, the beginner. And look, I know you guys have heard the beginner for every clasher, but it's just, very common for every clasher. There's no clasher that you can just start without beginning. So you only have to hear this 4 more times. Maybe if you're lucky, 5, because that'll mean the new clashers come out. But, getting into it. These guys either earned Cyborg or just had too much Robux from their birthday party or some crap like that. I mean, kids be getting tons of Robux on their birthday, not even gonna lie. But yeah, these guys just bought Cyborg. They'll, get a few kills with him. Maybe they'll even get a good ult. And but most of them only happen because of the fact that people are intimidated by his overwhelming size and the cannon on his arm that can launch rockets and also fire at an extremely fast rate. And, generally that can scare anybody. But if you're like me, you can kill him really easily. The Tomislav. Not referencing the Tomislav gun from TF2, I'm talking about the Cyborg himself. Cyborgs like me who are super sneaky and hard to deal with, which I can be sometimes I'm just playing casually, um, are usually found on scrims. And Tomislav cyborgs do something where they sneak around like the entire map or sneak around a portion of the map and launch a surprise attack while their team would be doing like in the middle of a contested fight. They can pop out their ult in a contested fight while a Decker would be there. You know, they could just have a medic on them, and usually when they have a medic on them, it's really hard to get rid of them just because they'll usually have Uber at the same time. Like, and ever since the buff slash nerf of Zadina's Uber, she doesn't actually make you deal more damage. She makes you still technically take less damage because she can heal you really fast, like really really fast. But otherwise, these guys take that big brain idea, and they're usually around level 40 to 150. And killing. I don't ever once remember killing a Tomislav heavy, and that's probably just because I haven't seen them very often. But I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been killed as Tomislav heavy, and I haven't killed a Tomislav heavy, especially when they have a medic. Most of the time when they have a medic, because I can kill a Tomislav heavy on the go. But that's about it. Rocket Man, not a racist joke. Don't take it that way. These guys love to use rockets because they're fun to use on a group of people. When you're trying to make a push, and I cannot blame you. They are really fun to use, especially when there's like 7 people there, and you see like numbers like 36, 40, 27, 30. Those numbers popping up. It's just so satisfying to know that you actually use the rockets correctly to do splash damage, and the splash damage is really big, so it's really helpful to use rockets in general when attacking big groups. But otherwise, these guys just love the rockets. They'll make accusations on how it should be used on every clasher, even though that makes no sense. You might as well be solo ulting them. And I get what you're saying, but think about it this way. Why would you use one of your best weapons on one specific person when you could have just killed them a different way, or just waited for your team to help you kill them faster? Next up is the roly-poly. And if you were a kid and used to play with them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These guys will put up shield at the slightest of damage for no reason. Either they did it because they went into a 1v7, or they're doing it because they're trying to get away from a 1v7. Or they're actually good and they, activated it with the whole team. But still, I just don't get it. Most of the time, it's just they're trying to get into a 1v7 and it makes no sense. But literally, if you would have had, 7 teammates with you, you could have gotten 1,000 HP because you got 500 shield. But they obviously don't think about that. Otherwise, they're just really, really, really sensitive to, damage. Jeez, these guys are just so annoying. And anytime you're about to kill them, turn around, shield. Anytime they're about to, take a head, shield. Anytime they're ever about to get attacked by anything, it's just shield. So they're pretty easy to predict. Some people usually just wait them out or trick them into using the shield. and then actually take them when, they're not on shield health. Next is the Master Brags. These guys love but can't stop talking about how OP Cyborg is, and it's just annoying. All in short, you're not gonna have fun with these guys, especially if you're Cyborg. This is because if you lose a single match, they will say you're bad at him and that you should leave Cyborg alone and play a different classroom. But otherwise these guys are just letdowns. Next up is the Armsman. Now, these guys tend to be really, really good at the game in general with Cyborg, just because of the fact that, with the Armsman, they know how to use all of Cyborg's weapons, his machine arm, his rocket arm, yeah, and his ult. They can specifically aim the machine arm, but they can probably track a shield if they really needed to. And for the missiles, don't even get me started on how they know how to use slash damage. They probably know how to predict your every single move if you're not good enough to. So I wouldn't suggest trying to juke him out because that's not going to work too well for you. And then they also know how to aim the ult perfectly. They'll probably actually be smart about using their ult and use it from a far distance, but also make sure they're aiming in the exact right place. These guys have played Cyborg and probably have Diamond. Or maybe they already are on the verge of getting full Diamond. These guys just know what they're doing because they have multiple hours on Cyborg. And they've always experimented. Now all that experimenting has paid off. But honestly, I respect these guys a lot. This is how good they are. Next up is the direct misser. These guys tend to miss everything. Their machine arm, their rocket arm, their ult. It's just really tragic for them. But I respect them only because of the fact that they try their best, in general, to perfect their ult and perfect their rocket arm and perfect their machine arm, which I respect that, because most people just give up on it and move to another class, and they say, oh, well, I'm not good at that one, so maybe I'll be good at this one. Next up is the general soldier. And I say they're general not because they're general, but they're just general, in general. They're, a soldier. They can push through anything. They have mastered Cyborg. There is no one that can best them in the Ring of Honor. Quote, a famous soldier. But yeah, no one can best them. These guys know where they need to be. They know what they need to do. They know what they need to do to win a fight. They know what they need to do to help defend. It's just really amazing to have these guys on the team, And who knows? Maybe you'll see one of them out there. They're kind of rare, but they're out there. But otherwise, guys, that's it for the stereotypes. Next up will be Rascal. So I know you will have stereotypes for him. So if you do, leave them in the comments. And until then, guys, please do like and subscribe and keep clashing.